Hey guys, welcome back to Chat with Charlie. So today we have a special guest all the way from Brooklyn. So give it up for Drew Empire. So say hello to Drew.
You're Drew Empire. You know the vibes. I'm sitting here with one of the top artists in Wales right now. This guy does everything: videography, photography, artist producing. Like, it's an honor to be like talking with you right now.
Thank you, man. Yeah. So funny enough, we were just talking a bit before, but we actually met on Discord because Shay Lingo he's actually got. He's, for you guys who don't know, he's a rapper in the UK, but he's actually got a Discord now. I joined it, Drew joined it, and then that's how we met. So it's kind of like there's a lot of power in community these days. I mean, are you quite active on like Discord then, like looking for groups, or are you just sort of browsing?
I mean, I'll say I'm quite active on Discord because like on Twitch and Discord, especially like connected. So I find some like dope people on Discord through like Twitch streams and stuff. Yeah. By sharing and connecting. I met some like dope producers and people who give me feedback and stuff. So yeah, Discord has been really like help with my like music endeavors.
Yeah, because that's interesting to me as well. Because obviously being in New York, one of the girls we had on here a couple of weeks back, Tanya, she was saying about how there's a big like DIY music scene in New York, and obviously a lot of opportunities there. So I think it's quite interesting to see that you've got like this focus on the internet as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Yeah. I was going to say, I've mentioned him a few times as well. Have you ever like looked at and watched this guy called Jesse Cannon? He's got a YouTube page called Muse Formation.
I don't think I heard of Jesse Cannon. I might have to look into that after this.
Yeah, he's really good when it comes to like music marketing stuff. But that's why it comes back to Discord, because one of the things he talks about is like building community, and how if you can focus on like creating a community to as an artist, you can support your music and you can have like constant fans. And like Discords now is like there's so many like little niches if you're an artist where you can find people who like really like your subgenre of music, because obviously like you're a really diverse artist. I think that's what a lot of people need to understand. I mean, we've got a track together, well, in the works anyway, haven't we?
Yeah, it's in the works. Yeah.
But like if I listen to say like In My Zone and then listen to like For the People, they're like two completely different vibes.
Yep.
So like how did that come about? Do you just make the music you want to make, or do you think, right, cool, I want to specifically make these types?
Man, I just want to make the music I want to make. For like the listeners, I like to like keep them like on their toes, like keep things interesting and fresh. And plus I like many like different sounds. Just kind of hard for me, and I get kind of bored kind of quickly sometimes. It's kind of hard for me to like stick with just one sound all the time. Like there's still more sounds I want to like to tap into and stuff. Like now I have this EP coming up, which is like down rapping on UK garage beats, trying to like switch it up. But like, like everybody rap over here rapping on UK drill, so I like decided to do something a little different. I think maybe I could bring UK garage over here.
Yeah,
maybe. You never know.
No, I rate that, because I think there's definitely in the US. I mean, you got artists like K Tronada who make like dancey sort of sounding beats and production.
Yep.
I mean, I love K Tronada. My last single was kind of inspired by his stuff, but if you can kind of like bring that over and have like that sort of, I've not heard a US artist rapping over UK garage, so I think that'd be cool to hear.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I want to do something different, switch it up.
Yeah, the flows
stand out.
Yeah. Before we also mentioned about cancel culture as well, interestingly, before anyone gets like triggered or anything, it's like, obviously with podcasts like this, I haven't been cancelled for this podcast yet.
I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, no, we don't really talk on anything too controversial. I tend to avoid politics and stuff on here because I just like to keep it just sort of like an informal chat. That was the whole idea with the podcast, was just to be like a friendly chat, like you're speaking to a mate.
Yeah.
But you were saying you don't believe that it's really a thing for artists, cancel culture.
I mean, I feel like all the outrage is like it's just a vocal minority on social media. I don't think the vast majority of people really care like that, to be honest with you. Like the artists do this crazy stuff and they're still successful, still get numbers, still get money. That's why I don't really see it as like a real thing.
Yeah, because I know this is like before we were talking before the podcast, and we probably should have started a podcast properly before then. But
it's all good.
Yeah, because like I was saying, obviously Chris Brown I feel would have been bigger if the whole Rihanna incident hadn't happened. But you were saying obviously he's still selling well. So it's kind of like, do you still say because although he might not be as successful as he could have been, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're saying obviously with these sales, you don't think it really affected his career then?
No, he still seems still doing pretty fine. If you ask me, I was looking with his career.
Yeah, I'll look now. Yeah, I mean, I've just quickly got Spotify up here because it says he's got 37 million monthly listeners.
Damn.
Which, to be fair, is quite impressive. But for example, you look at Rihanna. Yeah, she got 45 million. So I'm thinking, like, at one point, like, I remember, like, I don't know how old you are, Drew. I'm 21.
I'm 23.
23, yes, you're older than me. But so you remember then, like when Rihanna and like Chris Brown were like first coming onto the scene. Like I was like 6, 7 back then. But they were kind of I can't even say the word. Contemporaries. Hey, killed it.
Yeah.
But so it's interesting. Like I would say, like obviously Rihanna's like a bigger artist than Chris Brown probably now.
Yep.
So maybe Chris would have been that size, but I think. For me, I don't know. Have you heard of an artist called Octavian?
Octavian, yeah. He did something. I forgot what. I didn't really pay attention to it, but I know there was some type of controversy around him or something.
Because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like because he got cancelled and rightfully so. Like this is an example of an artist who did, and. I'm not gonna lie, his first few tracks that he's put out, and even some of his more recent ones, before the cancellation happened, I really enjoyed. I saw him live at Reading Festival, incredible performer. He brought out Skepta as well. But you know, for the guys who don't know, long story short, he beat up his ex-girlfriend and he rapped about it in some of his songs. So people are like, right, we're not going to support this guy. But because of this, his album got cancelled. So he had an album coming out a week after that. That got cancelled. He got dropped from a few shows and tours, and he's not released any music since. I think he's got a new single coming out or just come out or something. But that put a big stop into his career. Obviously, there's a big difference between saying something on the off and it's accidentally, annoyed a few people. Like if you go onto Twitter right now and you said, "Oh, Eminem's not that good of a rapper," obviously people are going to be like, "Yep." Whether you agree with that comment or not, but that again, you don't just accidentally do shit like Octavian did. You don't
facts.
So to me, that's like fair enough. It's made an impact. Cool. So what is the what's the plan with this new EP then you're working on? What's the plan with that?
Oh, well, right now it's just in the mixing and mastering process. And I get the cover art sorted and probably I plan to probably do like a one-take video for one of the songs. I'm still not sure which one yet. That's still in the works, still brainstorming. Gotta get my social media presence up on TikTok and Instagram and all that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more involved on TikTok at the moment. While we're there as well, if you've got TikTok, where can they find you on TikTok?
my TikTok is Drew Empire 718. If they want to find me on TikTok, definitely gotta get more active on there. Expect more reels and stuff. Oh yeah, I also seen that you also posted that beat. I saw that beat reel you posted. Yeah. I just started writing something to that. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm trying to do a little something on that. Yeah, because that beat is dope.
Thank you, man. Hopefully by the time this comes out, there'll actually be more. That's my plan. That's part of my strategy going forward. I want to be posting with beats 3 times a week. I think is the current plan. I was doing it on YouTube because originally I was thinking when it comes to music money, I thought, right, cool, I'm going to sell beats. I thought that was the way I was going to do it. Wasn't in the end, but I was posting 3 beats a week onto my YouTube page. Unfortunately, didn't really catch any traction. It caught a little bit, but it didn't get anything huge. But now I'm thinking, cool, TikTok and Reels, like TikTok in particular, but anything with that sort of format is where most organic growth is currently happening. So going forward, like if you can utilize that, if you can, for example, you rapping, you can do duets on TikTok and respond to people's beats or whatever. There's a lot of potential for growth, and I think that would be a good strategy for you.
For definitely, I definitely gotta do more duets and stuff on that. Even have some of my homies tag me in some, but I got to really strike them and get to it.
No, for sure, man, for sure. And like, with Brooklyn. So have you been in Brooklyn your whole life?
Yeah, born and raised in Brooklyn. My parents are from the Caribbean. Yeah.
Nice, man.
Grenada to be exact.
Yeah, man. So what's it like then being in Brooklyn? Because I've been to New York once, but it was on a school trip to Manhattan and all that. I know that makes me sound posh or something, but it was one of them ones, you know. It was kind of What's it like then for the people in the UK? What's it like in Brooklyn?
Like I would say it's pretty cool, pretty active. I don't think we're as aggressive as mean as people say. I think we're pretty cool people, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I love how multicultural it is over here.
Yeah.
You get all different types. Get the mix around everybody, and I love that because it it globalizes your mind, keep you more open minded to different cultures and ideas. It's helped me expand.
Yeah, like Brooklyn's got a lot of good rappers as well. Like I just think Brooklyn's finest. You got Jay-Z and Biggie on the same track. Busta Rhymes, Brooklyn. Like, do you find yourself listening to more New York and Brooklyn rappers than other rappers, or do you just sort of?
I mean, to be honest, I'll say I'll listen to everywhere. To be honest. Like sometimes on the West Coast, the South, the East, the UK. I don't know. I like so many different styles and different ideas and stuff. So my music, I realize it's all over the place because where I listen is all over the place. So that's pretty put that into the music, you know. Yeah.
No, to be fair, I think when I was growing up and first listening to hip hop, I think I'd probably say I was more of a East Coast, New York, New York hip hop, because I like the old school, boom bap drums. Obviously, Nas's new album's incredible, Magic. I don't know if you listened to it, have you?
Yeah, I heard it once, but I need to give it more listens to really take in all the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, New Wave Gods with A$AP Rocky. I love that track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then where's Joey Badass from? He's New York, isn't he? But what?
He's from Brooklyn. From Flatbush. Yeah. To be exact.
Yeah, so Joey Badass. Oh, this is the thing, right? This is like an untold story, right? When I was in New York, me and a couple of my mates, we went to a pop-up shop. I forget exactly where it was, but there was an event. It was 2017, and there was a Valone event for Tupac being inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I forget what it was.
Yep.
And Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's it. When we were going on the train station, when we were waiting for our train, there was a bunch of people in Pro Era t-shirts. There must have been about maybe 8 or 9 of them. And I was a fan of Joey Badass at the time. I was listening to his new album that had just come out. Funny enough, that's how long it's been since he put out an album. It was 2017. And then, but I didn't know everyone in Pro Era. So for all I knew, that could have been Nick Caution or someone. And they got a gang around him, so I could have walked past him.
Damn.
What have you seen any of these guys in Brooklyn or?
Yeah, I mean, I have. I've been to a Beast Coast concert, the Beast when they dropped the album together, Pro Era, Flatbush Drums, and Underachievers. I think they dropped the album back in 2019, I believe. I went to the concert, so I pretty much seen all of them.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, what have you not bumped into any of them in the street then?
Nah, I haven't.
No, it's a big place. I get that though with people with the UK, and it's do you know the Queen? I was like, nah, the UK is a big place. I get that obviously New York as well. It's massive, Brooklyn even.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was obviously back to Shay Lingo. The good thing about these smaller gigs and smaller artists, not disrespecting Shay Lingo.
Yeah.
I know he was saying on his podcast that he was I forget what it's called now. Do you know the one where he's speaking to Koji Radical, wasn't he? He said he hates being called underrated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember that.
It's kind of like it's hard to word it. I think more people need to hear about Shay Lingo. That's
for a fact.
That's what I'd say. But when an artist is like his size, when you get the small gigs that they put on, you can sometimes meet them after the show.
Yep.
And like, I probably got it actually in my drawer. There's a guy called Barney Artist, who's a rapper over here. I met him after a show when he performed. He signed my CD that I got. I met Kofi Stone as well. That was when was that now? October. So it's good. It's good. So when you get this is the thing as well for people who listen. If you go to gigs as well, merch stands are usually the people there usually know the artist. So when you're networking, even at the bigger gigs, usually they're part of the team. This is how I've met the Games brother, who's probably the scariest guy I've ever met in my life, because he's like he's 6'8" and he's full of tattoos.
Ooh.
Yeah, me and my brother, right? We went up there and I'm like, oh, do you know the game? And he's like, nah. That was it. He's just, nah, I don't. I was like, oh, I said, oh, shame. Because sometimes it's like, sometimes people in the merch stands know the artist. And then he went, well, if you were a real fan of the game, you would see on his would have seen me on his Instagram. I'm his brother. He was just like dead stare at us. I'm not a small guy, man. I'm 6'1", but I'm like looking up at this dude like that.
We're like the same height.
Yeah, man. And then what? You 6'1" as well, then?
Yeah.
And then I went to give him a business card, because I always carry business cards with me. And he said, what am I going to do with this? I'm into fitness. Because I explained that I'm a rapper. And I said, well, you might leave it somewhere and someone might pick it up. And he said, oh, good point, I like you. And then I knew I was safe. I knew I was okay. He was a scary guy. But back again, anyone listening, like, if you are trying to network, whether that's you're an artist or whatever, people in merch stands tend to know the artist. So there we go. But yeah, man, Drew, I could say, like, when did you start making music then?
I was saying, when I first started making music, it was back like the summer of 2017. It was my first trip to the Caribbean, to Grenada. And basically, one of my cousins asked me if I wanted to. I have a few cousins that's into making music back in Grenada, so that's me if I wanted to make a song. So I was like, hell yeah! So I think they told me, I started like writing notes on my phone, some rhymes and stuff. Yeah, and then it was kind of like a R&B kind of thing. I thought I was Drake at the moment for some reason. Yeah. Making some love song, but it and then when I did it, I felt like a happiness I never felt before. So I decided to pretty much like keep going with it pretty much, and see where it goes. The song wasn't. The song was.
It's always like
I mean, when I did it, I thought it was fire. But looking back now, damn. It was just, but you we just have to start somewhere,
Yeah, no, exactly. We all got. If I pulled up one of my songs from like 2017, it'd be the same. It's just not great, but what? Like, how are you like studying or something now, or you working? Like, how are you funding your music career as well?
Well, currently I'm in college, and I also work. I work at a restaurant currently, and it's a cool job. It gave me some funds to do my music thing. And in college right now, I'm studying computer engineering at the moment. Yeah.
No, that's good. I always tend to ask because I think a lot of people who listen to this, being musicians themselves. So it's interesting to see how different people fund like the music careers and stuff they've got. Funny enough, like, I don't know if it's the same with you. You will come across some people in music who just come from rich families.
Yeah.
And they're like their families fund it all. I'm just like, what?
That's a privilege right there.
Yeah, I know. Like, I used to work part time. I'm grateful that obviously that I'm still living at home, so I don't have to pay bills and stuff like that. I pay my parents an amount each month, but it's less than I'd be paying if I was paying rent.
Yeah.
Don't know what's rent in Brooklyn's quite expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. And NYC is like one of the most expensive places to live in, like over here in the US, I believe.
How much, like, if you had like a 1-bedroom apartment in New York, how much would that be then?
Well, I believe that's around like like 1.6K around there, 2K and stuff.
That's mad. What? Nah, like I think round here you probably get it for like 400, 500 quid, which is like $700, I think. But like, mate, 1.2K, mad, 1 bedroom. Bloody hell. What are you renting right now then, or you?
No. I live with my parents currently.
Yeah, no, this is the way forward. If anyone's listening, obviously, if you've got parents that are like at least kind of chill, save your money, please.
Yeah. I'm taking advantage of it.
Yeah, man. So going forward, then, obviously with this EP, once you've got, you want to do a one-take music video, correct?
Yeah, that's the plan.
And what, you got anything else sort of planned for like the promotion of it? Are you gonna do any shows? You got planned for that after when it comes out?
I still got to work out some things when it comes to the marketing and branding. I still trying to brainstorm and plan out some things.
Yeah.
Not trying to rush anything. Make sure it's right. Because I'm trying to grow, trying to get traction after this EP. So I got to make sure that I do things right with it.
Yeah, nice one, man. So for people we just sort of wrap it up now. For anyone wondering, where can they find you then, Drew?
You can find me. You can find me on Instagram at Drew Empire _. You can find me on Twitter at Drew Empire 718. On YouTube, my YouTube is Drew Empire. And on TikTok, you can also find me. You can also find me on TikTok at Drew Empire 718.
Nice one.
So yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that's it, everyone. Make sure you go and follow Drew on all social media. And if you're in New York or Brooklyn way as well, maybe we'll have a show from him sometime soon.
Yeah.
Big up. Thank you for being part of the show.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, man.